Hi Libra. Let's just start looking at the cards. There's a lot going on in your 5th house. There's a lot going on in your 8th house. A lot going on in your 9th house in June. So, relationships are probably at the forefront for you. The thing is, I'm wondering if you're telling yourself stories about these relationships. Like, are they good for me? Like, I'm curious if you're holding on to old stories about these relationships. This is why I'm saying this. So we have the 2 of Cups. I hope you guys are doing well. The 7 of Swords. It's kind of Temperance. It's kind of an even-keeled. That's why I'm really glad I'm doing your reading today, because it feels like a very balanced energy day for me. I'm a Libra rising, and so I like to have that balance. I like to have that kind of even keel on both sides. Like, I'm not overly excited. I'm not really upset. Like, I'm just kind of right in the middle. It's very even for me today. We have the 6 of Cups. The reason why I'm asking about the whole relationship thing, and if you're telling yourself stories about stuff from the past, and if maybe that's a reason why you're a little bit hesitant to feel what you feel or move forward with what you feel or allow yourself to feel anything. Because the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Swords, I feel like this is a past deception, especially with the 6 of Cups down here. That 6 of Cups could also represent a soulmate. But then again, we have Temperance, which is the balance, right? This represents Sagittarius. So you could have a Sagittarius in your life that you feel very, very close to. But at the same time, there's this fear of things not working out because things never work out, which is a loop story that we like to tell ourselves sometimes when we don't want to get really involved with certain people or certain things for fear of getting hurt, right? So we tell ourselves the story of, maybe I should keep my distance because I don't want to get hurt again. Except I feel like the cards are telling you that if you balance out your heart and your mind, very much like I'm balanced today, this 6 of Cups feeling, soulmate feeling, could be very easy to open up for, right? I do want to tell you guys that today is the day after Memorial Day. I do have a Memorial Day sale still going on until tomorrow. So today's the 28th. The sale ends on the 29th for my 30-minute personal one-on-one reading. It's $10 off. So if you want to check out my website and take advantage of that for the next day. I also mentioned it in my daily reading. So a lot of announcements for readings and stuff come out during my daily, or not my daily reading, my energy update, my weekly energy update reading. So if you are missing these announcements, check those weekly energy updates, because I will always do. And I'm actually, the reason why I said daily reading is I'm actually going to start doing daily readings, like short ones, very soon. So check that out too. Make sure that if you want to get those updates on when those readings are posted, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and you also click the little bell. I haven't said that in a really long time, so yeah. Okay. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Sun, and the World. It's very interesting. So this is a super, super great reading, but I feel like the only card that concerns me, I feel like it's more of an internal battle with yourself. Like, I don't feel like this has anything to do with you, which is really interesting because Virgo was going through something similar last month where you're really only fighting yourself at this point. Like, there's no one left to fight but you. So, the 7 of Swords is it's so clear that you're closing out cycles in your life, and there are so many new happy cycles that are beginning, possibly with an earth sign or somebody who's just very stable in your life, or with a Sagittarius, or even with a Leo with the Sun card here. But I feel like the chapters that need to be closed with this World card, I feel like the chapters that need to be closed are internal. I feel like there are some things that you personally need to allow yourself to leave behind. It could be that somebody's showing up from the past, could be an earth sign that's showing up from the past. If that's the case, they may be closing a chapter in their life and ready to take on a new chapter with you. That could be for some people. Now, if it's a Sagittarius, there could also be a chapter that's closing. But more than anything, I think there's this skeptical, I feel like there's like a cynical, skeptical nature to feeling really good about this reading. You know what I mean? It's like, if I make this reading sound really, really good, there are going to be some Libras out there that are like, yeah, whatever, that's not me. Now, if this isn't resonating with you, remember that, first of all, it's not June yet. So come back in June if it's not resonating with you. And second, it could be that skeptical, critical, cynical nature that you're holding on to. Like, nobody's going to be in my life to make me happy. I've been patient enough, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's like you're telling yourself all of these really cynical things or skeptical things, or there's never going to be a person that treats me the way that I deserve to be treated, kind of thing. That's a wound that you're holding on to. That's something that you're really, really holding on to. And if you truly believe in your life that there is like somebody that isn't going to be there for the long haul, I feel like you're lying to yourself. I feel like you're lying to yourself in order to protect yourself. We do it. It's human nature. I'm not even throwing shade at you. Like, that's something that we do as humans to protect ourselves. We lie to ourselves. If you are dealing with an earth sign that you have a very close connection with, I feel like things are it's almost like a new cycle in your life where things are getting better, where things seem a little bit lighter, where life seems a little bit happier and not as stressful as it was. And it could be either with a Sagittarius or an earth sign. Yeah, and you've got to know that the universe is taking care of you. There are, like, with Judgment on the Two of Cups, everything that's going on in your life right now when it comes to relationships. Now, remember that Chiron is in Aries, which is your 7th house, which is just across from you. And the 7th house represents relationships. And so you will be affected in your relationships. But what Chiron is trying to do, it's the wounded healer. It's trying to show you in all the ways that you've been wounded in relationships in the past, and allowing yourself to heal those wounds and come out on the other end. It's a karmic thing, right? Especially if your Chiron is in Aries, then you are definitely dealing with this. And so that means, like, you're between 40 and 47. No, it's 42 and 47, I believe, or 48. Anyway, it's like mid to late 40s where your Chiron would be in Aries. So, my dears, let's see what the 7 of Swords is, because I feel like this is a cynical Libra thing. I don't feel like anybody is, I feel like what you're trying to do is, in order to allow yourself to not open up 100% entirely, you can't get away from it by working really hard. You can't get away from it. You can't get away from the not feeling. You can't get away from the emotional aspect of healing all of those wounds from the past. Because that's what I feel like. I feel like you're running away from the wounds from the past. I don't feel like it's in a current relationship. Now, if you are in a current relationship where you feel very, very deceived, you're also not going to, because that Seven of Swords can be deception, lying, stealing, running away from, whatever, just being outright, this could be a karmic relationship that you're in and you're having to deal with the repercussions of that karma. And you can't hide by working. You can't hide by putting your head down and running away from the issue. I feel like you're going to have to face it head on. That Judgment card is really saying that you're going to have to face it head on. So it could go one of two ways. This could be an internal battle that you're trying to hide from, or it could be an external battle that you're trying to hide from because you just don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with the repercussions of whatever it is that's coming out, or whatever it is that did come out. You're just working really hard and trying to shy away from it. Let's see. But here's the thing is, if it's with the Sagittarius, it looks really, really good. That's why I feel like this is an internal thing that you're just trying to hide away by doing work, by just shoving forward. And you're just like lying to yourself in a really cynical kind of way. The Six of Wands on the Temperance card makes me feel like if you were to balance out your heart and your mind and you were to allow yourself to look at all the wounds from the past straight in the face and not get caught up in bringing that baggage or those wounds into the present time, things would actually be really, really good in your life. The Six of Wands is the victory card. The Six of Wands is success. It's overcoming. It's allowing yourself to overcome everything else, right? It's being seen. It's being in the spotlight. It's people really, really seeing you. And even though your chart is empty right now and there's not a lot going on, your season is coming. And it's coming up pretty quickly. I mean, we're already in June. You want to prepare yourself for this victory lap. That's what I was like, what's the word I'm trying to think of? You want to prepare yourself for the victory lap. You don't want to just sit back in the sidelines. Like, I know you guys are the hosts and hostesses. You're the ones that kind of stick in the shadows. You're the ones that, make sure that everybody else is doing well at the party. You're not usually the person in the spotlight. But people genuinely like you because you are genuinely likable. If you hold yourself back from any relationships that could really, really prosper because of something that happened in the past, I feel like you're going to be missing out a lot right now. A lot. Protection is only good if you're doing it for the right reasons. And yeah, there could be an opportunity that comes back from the past. It could be from an earth sign. I feel like they're actually being genuine here, honestly. This Ace of Wands on the Six of Cups, if this is something that you've been waiting for, the universe is kind of like showing it to you in a very blatant kind of way. This person showing back up. So let's see. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. It was almost destined. It was almost divine timing. It almost needed to get to a certain point. We have the Wheel of Fortune with the King of Pentacles. Now, if this is established and it's just somebody that you have a really close connection with, this person is really sparking a lot of creativity within you. And with this Wheel of Fortune, things are just looking up. Things are getting a lot better. Things are really, really opening, like doors are opening for you in a lot of ways with the help of an earth sign. It could be that you're also helping an earth sign out and their luck is also changing. But somehow your luck is tied to an earth sign from your past. But it's a really great opportunity. And it's going to come after ending a cycle. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Like, it's the best card to get. It's the best outcome to get. I feel like your stability is in, you're closing out chapters. You're opening up new chapters in June. Your life is good. You don't have to be cynical about it. You don't have to be skeptical about it. I feel like the more you allow yourself to be happy right now, Libra, it's like the best is just yet to come. The best is yet to come. Like, there's absolutely no reason why you should question everything right now. There really isn't. That Seven of Swords is the only bad card here. Everything else, yes, there may be a little karmic activity in your love life. Karma doesn't have to be a bad thing, right? Sometimes we just need to learn the lesson and move on. Victory, excitement, passion, luck, happiness, closure, stability, everything. If it's too good to be, if it feels too good to be true, that's something that you're going to have to grapple with, right? So we have, there we are, the Ace of Cups and the King of Swords. There you are. Hello. Ace of Cups, King of Swords, and the Fool. There's a lot of risk that will possibly need to be taken, but I feel like if you allow yourself to not be cynical, taking this risk is going to be easy because you feel good enough about yourself to be able to do it. Like, you're popping off big time right now. Like, things are lit. Things are lit. The best is yet to come. So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands and the Two of Wands. You have done all of the work. You have fought the battle. You have, I want you to allow yourself to imagine a world out there, and, you know, in order for you to remove yourself from the past, you can't sit in regret. You can ease yourself into a better feeling, a better existence. That Six of Swords, you can really ease yourself into something much lighter and much calmer with no regret, if you just kind of allow yourself to accept that things are really good right now. And sometimes it's hard to accept when things are good, because then you sit there and you think, you know, when is the basket going to fall, right? When is everything going to just crumble in front of me? When is the bad going to show up? Well, I don't really think the bad's going to show up. There's a Virgo that gives you strength and has possibly helped you plant some seeds for the future. This could also be going inward and allowing yourself to plant the seeds within and grow your own strength. If there's not a Virgo in your life, there could also be a Leo that is thinking pretty hard about that. It's like you're either patiently waiting for this Leo who has kind of disappeared a little bit, and you're not even entirely sure what's happening. I think the only way that you're going to get off balance is if you don't let yourself trust in the good stuff that's coming. I think the only way that you're going to get off balance is if you think of the worst possible case scenario. Yeah. I think that things are much better than you might expect them to be right now. So allow yourself to think big. And if there is a Leo or a Virgo that you're waiting to show up on, I feel like you waiting for them, and this could be in business, or it could be, you know, like you could be waiting for money from them if there's a Leo or a Virgo involved. You don't know all of the, you don't have all of the information. You don't know everything about what's going on. So it's almost like the patience really has to be there when it comes to, because I don't feel like this is a deceptive thing. I feel like you're moving away from the regret of a lot of stuff, and you might be waiting on some information or money or something like that from somebody, but you don't know all the information in order to do that. Okay, I feel like that was kind of just like a little quick thing. So if you would like to sign up for my email list on my website, I'm going to be doing events starting in June. So we're going to start in the Midwest. I'll be doing Kansas City, St. Louis, Omaha, Chicago, and then we're going to go west in August. So in August will be Las Vegas, LA, San Francisco, and rounding it off at Portland, Oregon. So if you would like to get on my email list to get notified for when those tickets go on sale, of course, I'm going to let everybody know here as well. But the email mailing list will, I'm going to start sending out emails probably this week or next week. I don't email a lot. You won't get an email every single day from me, I promise. So just for updates and when there are sales and stuff on my website. So anyway, check that out. Check out the readings that are on sale until tomorrow. And merchandise, you can always get merchandise on my website as well. I'm also scheduling for the one-on-one alignment sessions still and my long distance Reiki. So all of that is on my website. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful June, and take some time out for yourself and really get centered in everything that's happening, because this is a really great reading, and I want you to really let it soak in and allow yourself to see how great this reading is. Okay? Bye, Libra.